All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops at Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. It's your brother Rabbi Knapp coming out with the lesson, Lord's will. It's edifying. Now I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna pull up some things I found online. I'm just gonna go through it, man. Lord's will is edifying.
Let's check in with Lawrence Jones. He is live down on our southern border in El Paso. He visited Fort Bliss with our defense secretary and our friend Pete Hegseth for that first border visit since his confirmation. And then they also flew on a Black Hawk with Tom Homan as well. Hey, Lawrence.
Hey, good morning, family. I just want to piggyback on y'all last conversation because this is why the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, was here. A lot of people don't know, but we have a military assets that focus on the narcotics that impact our country. It was created back in the 60s by JFK, and that's U.S. Southern Command right here in Fort Bliss. That's why the Secretary of Defense was here. He said that we haven't been using these assets the way we should. It's clear that there's a threat coming across the border as it relates to the drugs, and they're going to get active real fast. Here's a little bit of
quick point. 1960 said he brought that out. So what is it, 2025? So you implemented something, you established something in 1960, but you're using it 65 years later, okay? And they just did something in the 80s, just like the crack epidemic, when they had a war on drugs. Who did that affect? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And this is the same damn play this is his playbook, man. All right. So you need to be aware of these things. Stop and frisk. He already put in a bunch of not executive orders, but he wrote some litigation not a couple months ago. I forgot the where he was going to have the police and he was going to give them immunity. People were making videos about that not too long ago. They didn't know. Everyone thought, oh, well, this probably doesn't mean what you think it means, that he's going to give them immunity. Of course he's going to do that. And then he just released these the thing about JFK and MLK. And what do you see? JFK supposedly gave this litigation to fight, have a military division that's specific for drugs, cartels. Now he's using that. Okay. And what do we know about MLK? MLK protests. And what's going on today? Both protest and drugs supposedly coming over the border. They always been coming over the border. Esau is the one pushing the shit. Okay. But he's gonna somehow use that to bring up accusations against you, okay? Because he's the accuser. Okay, let me start there. Let's get that. He's the accuser, and who is he accusing you to? He's like Satan, man. He's accusing. What's that? I think it's Revelation. Revelation. Is it 12? Yeah. Revelation 12:10, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our heavenly Father, in the power of his anointed Mashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down. This is Esau, Edom. He's cast down. His kingdom's been destroyed, which accused them before our heavenly Father day and night. That's all he does is accuse them. Look what they're doing, Lord. Kill them. Let me do it, That's him, man. All right. So you got to know the things that you're doing. You're being watched and you're being accused.
Our conversation yesterday.
We have no better negotiator at the helm than our Commander-in-Chief, Donald Trump, knowing how to use economic pressure to get results on the ground. Let's see how Mexico responds with troops and whether or not they actually do stem the flow. But all I know is what we can affect.
Now, this is just a show. Okay. And I'm only bringing this out to show you that there's troops on the ground in your country, on the border. Okay.
And we are not going to back down. Intimidation is not going to work. And the message I have for the troops here is across the board is we have their backs. We have your back. We're going to give you the tools necessary to get 100% operational control of that border.
A lot of people talk about the corruption in Mexico. Can we trust those guys? Will they actually be helpful to the mission?
Well, they're helpful. The first administration, President Trump, made Mexico put military on the border, and it was very effective. He made Mexico agree to remain Mexico program, right? This is national security. When we secure the border, less people die from fentanyl, less women and children sex trafficked, less people on terrorist watch lists cross that border. This is a national security issue. President Trump's going to shut it down.
So
these people are full of shit, man. One thing you notice about Esau Edom is he's always lying, okay? So you got to take it all face value. He's building a wall at your border. He's saying he doesn't want people coming in, but he might want to keep your ass here, man, so no one can go out, locking you in. He's setting up prisons. That's inside, okay? These are things that you have to understand. There's going to be, all this is going to get locked down. The MOTB system is on its way, man. However he does it, however he wants to put it, doctor it up, make it look nice. Oh, this is going to help the country. This is this, that, and the third. This is all enchantments, man. He has to fulfill prophecy on the left-hand side.
Oh, some people may be wondering what the setup is. Why have Tom Homan, the borders are on one side, and the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, on the other side? The Secretary made it very clear, Secretary Hegseth, he's going to focus on the outside of the border, going after the enemies there, making sure the border is secure from that aspect. Tom Homan
supposedly going after these cartels, supposedly stopping immigration from getting across the border, setting up these walls. It's all supposedly, okay?
Is going to focus on Border Patrol, the interior aspect of it, as well as with ICE hunting the bad guys, the criminal aliens inside of the country.
Okay, so he's saying outside of the country, at the border, and ICE, man. Okay, going after you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He's building prison systems. He wants to catch you. He wants to lock you up. He wants to put a device in you, man. Okay. And you don't even see it coming. I'm watching videos. Y'all are out protesting. Y'all are out doing all types of folly, man. All that shit's about to come to an end, man. Okay? There's nowhere you can go except for the Lord, man. That's the only way. That's where the buck stops, man. That's where the wall is, man. That's where your protection is. But if you don't want to go there, you're getting further and further away from the Lord, and he got plenty of judgments out there for you.
It's a two-pronged approach, and then you got Marco Rubio that is going to be communicating with all those foreign countries.
No, you said it right. These are foreign companies. It's like a hostile takeover. This is what Bump's doing, using these different. He has they know how to use economic pressure in order to get the result they're looking for. Okay. Salakia. Okay. So, and that's another thing. Marco Rubio, he just went to El Salvador. He spoke with the president. Okay. And he was talking to him about opening up another prison. Okay. They already got prisons set up, man. This Guantanamo Bay's been there. It been had many beds there. They don't need it. They can extend. That's nothing. Okay. But who are they expecting to put? They calling it, they using the T word, man. That's what they calling you. You protesters out there, that's what they're calling you. All right?
Make sure they take their people back and they prevent them from coming to the country in the first place, unless they want to do it the legal way.
That's right. And yesterday, Marco Rubio negotiated a deal with El Salvador. Now, El Salvador will be a safe third country. So anybody from, let's say, China, that China won't take back, we can now send them to El Salvador. They said, we'll take everybody, including members of MS-13 and Tren de Aragua as well. So that is going to be very helpful, because just think about it. If you are being trafficked across the southern border by a cartel, I have no idea how they're going to get in. But if they are, how do you make that pitch? All right, if you get into the country, you could live in San Diego or you could live in Omaha or whatever. But now The news is if you get in the country, you might get sent essentially to a mega prison in El Salvador or Gitmo.
Yep. And Lawrence was mentioning.
That's the point, man. That's what he got for you, man. Okay. But we know, according to the scriptures, man, you know, for the elect, you know, this is the time, man. Revelation, you know what? I'll start at 8. And unto the angel of the church of Smyrna write, these things saith first and the last, which was dead and is alive. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. So we're rich with faith, okay? That's what we're rich with, man. Not with things of this world, not with FRNs, Federal Reserve notes, not with cryptocurrencies and land and things like that, material things, carnal things, man. We're rich with the understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the creator, the most high in his son, man. Okay. We're descendants of Israel, of Jacob. We were given a promise. Okay. Abraham was given a promise, and we're heirs of that promise. Okay. That he's going to take us, he's going to bring us into the land flowing with milk and honey. All right. And that he's going to, and he's going to deliver us from our enemies. Okay. All the prophecies, the whole world was created for the nation of Israel. We're rich, man. But right now, you need to be storing up your riches in heaven, okay? Getting that fear back, okay? Getting that hate back. You've been unbalanced. Hate is not a bad thing, man, especially if you hate your enemy. For a sheep that hate a wolf, hey, that benefits the sheep, you know? If he knows I better stay far away from, hey, a gazelle knows, stay the fuck away from that wolf. He's gone as soon as he see it. He's not waiting to be equal with the wolf, okay? You can learn a lot from the animals, man. You have an enemy, and his name is Esau Edom. He's ruling over you. He's implementing laws. He's putting things in places, and the Lord's using him, but you need to observe the times that we're in, okay? Revelation 2:10, fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer, but you're going to suffer. But the Lord tells you not to fear that. You're going to fear. It's a natural reaction to what's going on, but that fear needs to be placed in the right spot. Just like when you put money in a bank, you want to put your fear with the Lord, because he's the one bringing all of it. Okay. Behold, the devil shall come cast some of you into prison. So the devil's Esau, Edom. Okay. The devil is a deceiver. He deceived you. That's his job. To deceive you to think that there is no God, to deceive you to think that you have to come to him for help, to deceive you to think that there's no other way but him to eat, drink. He's here to deceive you, all right? There's no other faith but in him. No, there's a power much greater than him. That ye may be tried, so you're going to be put in the prison so that ye may be tried, okay? Your faith needs to be proven. Like gold tried in the fire, you separate the impurities. The Lord puts you through things to see how you're going to react. Are you going to trust in me? Just like what he did with Yahushua, his only begotten son, how he sent him to the wilderness to be tested. He didn't eat. He didn't drink for 40 days and 40 nights to be tested by the devil himself. Okay. To show you that, no, you're not going to live by bread alone. You need to be tried. We're going to be tried. And this is the last days, no matter what is coming to you. Hey, endure to the end. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Okay. 10 is perfection. He's perfecting you. He's going to fully remove all the impurities out of your faith. Okay. And it's going to be an acceptable time that the Lord, it could be longer than 10 days. It's not the time that we're looking about. It's a perfect amount of time that the Lord is going to put you in this situation through this affliction to get the desired result he wants, the faith that he's looking for. Okay. Be thou faithful unto death. Okay. Keep your fear on the Lord. Okay. Know that he's doing this. Whatever they're doing, take it cheerfully. Well, you ain't got to take it cheerfully, but keep your faith. Don't allow them to take that away from you. They denounce the name. Do this, do that. No, get closer and closer with the Lord, man. So you know, hey, Yahweh Shai had to go through it, you know. And I'm not pushing the state of death. Just the Lord can deliver you even out of the prison, okay? Like he's done for Paul, like he's done for Peter, okay? But it's your faith that's going to deliver you in the end. And it's the Lord's will too, because it's all to glorify him. We're nothing but vessels that are here to glorify the Heavenly Father and his Son. They've done the most for us. So it's a reasonable service to make your body a living sacrifice for the Lord. Okay. And I will give thee a crown of life. Yahweh Shai is going to crown us, man. You could read about that in the second chapter. There's going to be a crowning ceremony. Keep your eye on the reward, the prize. This flesh, it has to go. He that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death, which is the thermonuclear fire. The first death was the flood. Okay. So you got to have that ear. You got to receive it. But faith is a gift, man. Okay. And not everyone has it. All right. Look at these fools, man. Look at these police officers, man. Some of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all are all up in this, man. Y'all are out there with sticks. Foolish. This is stupid. And y'all are stupid too. Got Argentina and Mexico being together. Y'all can't get together to serve the Lord, but you can get together to do wickedness. That's what's wrong with our people, man. Got little girls out here, man. It's foolishness. She's still wearing a mask, okay? That's why we don't have any pity for y'all. We're not going to go and protest. Scriptures tell you to lift up a banner. Lift up the banner, man. What's that? Isaiah 58. Nope. Isaiah 13. Salakia. Isaiah 13:2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Yeah, lift up the banner, which is the scriptures, the Bible, not your Mexican flag, man. The flag that your oppressor gave you, fools. Exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Yeah, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles, man. Lift up the Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, not these stupid ass flags you got. Okay. That's the state of our people right now. Look at this dude, man. Look at this dude. Trump won these nuts. See? Foolish, man. Foolish, man. Just foolish, man. And now they calling you anti-ICE protesters, man. Not regular protesters, anti-ICE protesters. What's this? ICE protest organized by Porter in Idaho Falls. So this is going on all over the country, man. Protests, bringing out your stupid ass flag. Fucking fools, man. Massive anti-ICE protests took place this weekend. That's February 3rd. That's yesterday. They were seen shutting down interstates and flying foreign flags. What are you doing? What the hell are you Mexican doing? And you can't even blame someone for running your ass over. You're in the middle of the highway. I already know what's going on. None of this is going to stop Esau. This is making it actually worse for you. Okay? They want you to do this because it feeds into the agenda of them coming down with great wrath on y'all. We rise, we resist, we march. Where you get that spirit from? Okay, MLK. Okay, as a matter of fact, let me grab this. MLK. Jeremiah. We march. No, you're supposed to fight, man. Fight for the Lord. Jeremiah 23:25. I have heard what the prophet said, that prophesied lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed, I have dreamed. So y'all got that. That was the whole point of MLK, man, to bring this is his work. This is his vision that you're doing. Okay. A false prophet. He was prophesying lies. I want to be equal with the enemy. We want equal rights. See how much destruction he's caused for the nation of Israel? And he's realized that he knows he went off with his last speech when he got shot. Then to find out he could have survived, they actually killed him in the damn hospital bed. Hey, that's Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. He fulfilled what he had to do. Okay. How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies? Yea, they are prophets of the seat of their own heart. Yeah, they're prophets of the seat of their own heart. They want money. They want profit. They want he was known to be with all types of whores. He wanted his fun hair, which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams. Yeah, he made you forget about the Lord. No, we need to fight. We need to march. We need to disarm ourselves and be equal with the so-called white man. And he was set up the whole time. And y'all followed him. He's been dead, but y'all still follow him in spirit. Okay. Which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal. Man, Baal is like an idol. Okay. The prophet that have a dream, let him tell a dream. And he that have my word, let him speak my word faithfully. What is the chaff to the wheat, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So yeah, man, you're supposed to know these scriptures, man. Okay, this is all written for your learning. As a matter of fact, let me go to Romans. What is it? Romans, the 13th chapter goes into that. Okay, for you protesters, man. Be subject to government. You're not supposed to be walking on the highways like that, man. You're supposed to be prophesying on the highways. Okay? Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of the Heavenly Father. The powers that be are ordained of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So they're ordained. They're supposed to be there, man. You're supposed to be ruled over. You committed sin against your power, and you have to pay for it. This is slavery according to Baruch 3:8. You're still subject to payments. You have to suffer it. That's what you get for breaking the laws of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And now what you're doing is you're remaining to be in that rebellious spirit. Okay, you're in that rebellious spirit, and rebellion is the sin of witchcraft, and you're gonna pay for that, man. As a matter of fact, let me grab that. Salakia for jumping all the way around. I got a couple more, but I want to make the point, man. This rebellious spirit, you're gonna die. You're going to die. Okay. 1 Samuel, and it's justified. The Lord's not. Who do you think he is, man? 1 Samuel 15:23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. Okay. And stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, he have also rejected thee from being king. Now this is going to Saul. Okay. He was supposed to kill all the Amalekites. He was supposed to utterly destroy them all. It was a commandment from the Lord. He didn't do that. What did he do? He took some of the spoil. Okay? He did not obey. You're supposed to be obedient to the Lord, but y'all are rebellious, and people are on the highways and hedges warning you, telling you you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear the words of the Lord. You hate the Lord. You hate the prophets. Matthew 22:1, and Yahushua answered and spake unto them again by parables and said, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king which made a marriage for his son, and sent forth his servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding, and they would not come. Again, he sent forth other servants, saying, tell them which are bidden, and behold, I have prepared my dinner. My oxen and my fatlings are killed, and all things are ready. Come unto the marriage. Okay, he's ready. The marriage is ready. But they made light of it and went their ways, one to his farm, another to his merchandise, and the remnant took his servants and entreated them spitefully and slew them. Yeah, this remnant is talking about you. It's the ones who were unworthy, man, and they smote spitefully his servants. Okay. But when the king heard thereof, he was wroth. He was mad. You weren't listening to his servants. He invited you to the wedding. He killed all his fatlings. He was ready to get his son married. And he sent forth his armies. That's what you see. And destroyed those murderers and burned up their city. That's it, man. You don't want to listen? Well, you got judgment coming now. Because now the king's wroth, meaning he's mad because you rejected him. A king's word, when you don't hear the decree, hey, what do you think? Here's the decree. You don't want to follow it? Guess what? Take the judgment. Imagine not listening to the decree of a king. Then saith he to his servants, the wedding is ready, but they which were bidden were not worthy. Yeah, y'all are not worthy. That's why y'all on these highways. Go therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find bid to the marriage. Y'all are in the highways, but y'all ain't bidding anyone to the Lord. Where are you bidding to? What are you protesting for? It's not the Lord. What banner are you lifting? It's not the Lord. No, it's your lust. It's your flesh. Okay, you're rebelling against the Lord. So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came in to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment. And he saith unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. Yeah, how you gonna come to a wedding? It's an all white wedding. This wedding is all white, and you're coming in with spots and blemishes, man. You're coming in with all types of dirt on your garment, man. Get out. And he saith unto him, Friend, how camest thou hither not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. Then said the king of the servants, Bind him hand and foot and take him away and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. For many are called, but few are chosen. So y'all are just showing that you're just not chosen, man. You're just not chosen. Hollywood Freeway, San Pedro. And I get it, man. I get it. Y'all have been here. You know, these damn devils. I get it, man. I get it, you know. But these things were taken away from you because, first of all, you're calling yourself a Mexican. You're not going to be saved. You're praying to Jesus Christ and Mary Magdalene. You're going to die. You believe in idolatry. Okay, you're a silly dove. The scriptures call y'all are silly doves. What's that? Hosea 7 and I can't remember which one it is. And 11. Ephraim also is like a silly dove without heart. They call to Egypt. They go to Assyria. You're silly. You're foolish. Okay, you don't know what's going on. You're doing shit that's going to lead to your destruction. Mm-hmm. And where the Black Lives Matter at, man? Where y'all at? How come y'all ain't in here? Enough of that. It's folly, man. It's foolishness. Breaking now, east of Portland, Oregon. Anti-ICE protest. This is in Oregon, man. This is all over the... Look at this, man. Even his supporters are mad. Fool. White. I don't know. Yeah, you rousing up his base, man. Look at Sakari, man. They for sure pulled up to this anti-ICE protest for the Latinas. Sakari, man. He got a whole damn lineup going off, man. Where your fringes at, man? I don't know, man. I think that's Judah, man. I don't know, man. They look like Judah. You supposed to be lifting up a banner. What y'all doing over there, man? That's Sakari for you, man. They young, man. They think it's a damn. They think it's a carnival or something, man. They see a bunch of Latinas out with their flag. They think it's the carnival. Yeah, you Jakes out there, man. Y'all gonna be destroyed too, man. Okay. Scriptures tell you, what's that? Hold on. Is this it? It's Ecclesiasticus. I haven't grabbed this in a while. 11. And let's go there. So Rock 11. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke. Answer not before thou hast heard the cause, neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. Strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not, and sit not in the judgment with sinners. Yes, strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not, okay? Your matter is to get them out of the fire, not to jump in the fire with them and be in the folly. And sit not in the judgment with sinners. They're going to get judged for what they're doing. You going in there, grabbing a flag over your head, man, you're going to be judged with them. My son, meddle not with many matters. Yeah, don't be over here and then over there. Y'all was just not too long ago during the Palestinian protests. Y'all was getting into fights over there. Now you over here in the damn Mexican anti-ICE protests. For if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. You're not going to be innocent, okay? The Lord ain't sees what you're doing, all right? And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape by fleeing. Yeah, you ain't going to be able to escape, man. You know, you're going to get caught up in the judgment that he got for them. Lord's not playing with 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. This is the congregation of the dead. Y'all are supposed to have the truth, man. This knowledge was given to you to use it. Even though y'all go off on some things, but hey, man, y'all know the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Y'all know y'all are Israelites. So going out wearing these flags and doing this folly, man, you're gonna be destroyed, man. You got to come up out of that. Okay. As a matter of fact, let's jump over here.
Human rights groups are condemning an unprecedented potential deal between El Salvador and the U.S. The country has offered to house
Mr. Bitcoin right here, man. I know he's sitting lovely. El Salvador was one of the first countries to get a bunch of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's over 100K right now. So he's yeah, I wonder what the taxes are in El Salvador. So why are y'all leaving there? That should be like haven right here, right now, heaven on earth.
Violent criminals from America, including U.S. citizens, and receive deportees of any nationality. U.S.
Mind you, Mark Rubio is a Cuban too. Okay.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio unveiled the offer after meeting with the country's president on Monday.
He has agreed to accept for deportation any illegal alien in the United States who is a criminal from any nationality, be they MS-13 or Tren de Aragua, and house them in his jails. And third, he has offered to house in his jails dangerous American criminals in custody in our country.
Mind you, Guantanamo Bay's in Cuba. Now he's sending him to El Salvador to open up another prison for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So you going out protesting, and it's not wrong to protest. That's not the point. I'm not trying to say it's a bad thing to protest, okay? I was actually reading Habakkuk. Habakkuk, he was protesting, but look who he was protesting to. Where is it? Habakkuk. Where are you, man? Salakia. I can't Sometimes I'll be getting brain. It's Hosea, Amos, Habakkuk, chapter 2. No, Habakkuk 1, actually. Okay. Habakkuk 1:1, the burden which Habakkuk the prophet did see. O Lord Yahweh, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear? Even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save. Why doest thou show me iniquity, and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raise up strife and contention. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. Long story short, he's crying out to the Lord. He's talking about strifes, contention, violence, spoiling, okay? How he's being compassed about. The wicked are compassed about him, okay? And our people. It says Chaldeans used to punish Judah. That's what they're here for. They use, the Lord is using them to punish the nation of Israel. Okay. And what does the Lord say? Behold, ye among the heathen, in regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days which ye will not believe, though it be told you. So he's telling Habakkuk, yeah, I'm going to do something in your days that you would, if I told you, you wouldn't even believe it. I'm gonna be delivering my people out of everything. Okay, but they need to repent. I'm gonna be feeding them, and I'm gonna feed them really good too. It's gonna be the most marvelous salvation, man. And that's on the Lord's name. So what do we, that's what you should be rejoicing about. That's what you should be working towards. Okay. Behold ye among the heathen. For lo, I raise up the Chaldeans. The modern day Chaldeans are the Edomites, that bitter and hasty nation, which shall march through the breadth of the land to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs. And that's not their land, man. Okay? This is the Lord understands all of this. But what you don't understand is the Lord. Okay? They are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity shall proceed of themselves. Yeah, their judgment and their dignity shall proceed. It's far out. The shit that they're going to do to you, man. It don't stop with the prisons. Guantanamo Bay is known to torture you. They're known for doing all type of heinous things against the laws that they supposed to, how you get somebody out of battle when you bring to Guantanamo Bay. They have these like military laws on how they're supposed to treat the prisoners. They break those laws. It's like it's vanity. They even have laws over there. Waterboarding you and all types of shit. Oh, we ban that. But they're doing it to you. Showing it's vile what they do to you. There's a scripture that says you get 39 stripes, save one, because if you do that to your brother, it's vile unto you. That's why they do it, man. Their horses also are swifter than the leopards and are more fierce than, oh, so that skip something. They are terrible and dreadful, their judgment and their dignity. That's pretty much it on that. Okay. That's pretty much it. So they open up prisons. There it goes. There it goes. You see it. Marco Rubio, unprecedented offer from El Salvador. Okay. To house you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's who it's for. Not the so-called Chinese man. No, he can still sell cats and dogs to you. Not the so-called East Indian man. Nope. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And El Salvador, y'all are from the nation of Israel too. Zebulon. Okay? Yeah, check it out. Check it out. That's where you're going. Anyway, I don't want to hear all that, man. He gonna lock y'all up, man. Y'all getting locked up. All right. I don't want to make this too long.
He says there's always somebody standing here and
Just lock you
in front of the cells. And then if you look up.
Oh, let me tell you.
All right.
This prison
Let me
in
go
El
in here.
Salvador looks like.
Even as I'm stepping through these doors,
En la misma celda.
I don't fully grasp what we're about to walk into. Suddenly, you're hit with the intense gaze of dozens locking onto you. These men described as the worst of the worst, tattooed with reminders of El Salvador's dark past. It's tense and uncomfortable. But here, officials say comfort isn't meant to exist.
There's no mattresses, there's no sheets. You've got a toilet over here for them to go to the bathroom. You've got this basin here that they use to bathe themselves. And then you can see there's a barrel of water that they can drink from.
This is a rare look inside El Salvador's terrorism confinement center, known as Secor.
He says there's always somebody standing here in front of the cells. And then if you look up, there's another corridor with more security personnel. Luz 24 horas. 24/7 light.
The prison sits like an isolated fortress, nestled in mountainous terrain, about an hour-and-a-half drive from the capital. Even with government officials...
Best believe you get caught up in this, man, you ain't never coming home. All right? And what can prevent you from getting yourself into all of this? If you don't have the Lord, look what the people who don't know what the scriptures say. They protest. They're out there in front of police officers. They're fighting up against the powers. They're fighting up against other residents that live. Your next door neighbor might not believe what you believe, but fuck what they believe in, right? So it's the flesh, man. It's demonic. Okay, what's going on, man? So because in these last days, your neighbors, people who you don't even know, man, even if you make it through the system, well, guess what? The Lord got pestilence coming. Even if you make it through that, the Lord got famine coming. Even if you make it through that, he got civil unrest, man. Let me grab it. That's what these prisons are for, man. 2nd Esdras, chapter 16 and 68. Let's go there. Okay. It says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. That's these armies that you're starting to see. They're at your Mexican border. Canada's sending troops to your northern border. Okay, there's troops in New Mexico. Actually, the first at the beginning of this, that's where they were. Actually, I think they were in Texas. Okay. And they shall take away certain of you and feed you being idle with things offered unto idols. So they're going to take away certain of you, lock you up, and feed you being idle. You're going to be idle, meaning you're not going to be moving because you're going to be in these prison camps with things offered unto idols. This is going into that RFID microchip that they're going to give you, okay? Going into pagan worship because that's what's you don't want to repent. The Lord's going to make sure you have it. See, the elect, they're not going to go through this. They're not going to receive this mark in their right hand or on their forehead. But the majority of the world is. That's Jacob's trouble, okay? And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision. Yeah, they torturing you, got you in Guantanamo Bay. They're beating you up. They're electrocuting you, waterboarding you, and then you decide, all right, I'll take it. Well, you're going to be trodden underfoot, meaning you're going to be destroyed, okay? Shall be had in derision. Let's look at this word, derision. Let's look at this word. Inspect. Do I inspect it? I don't know why I did that. Let me see if I can. Derision. Ridicule. Mockery. That's what it says. And in reproach and trodden underfoot. So you're going to be a reproach and trodden underfoot. Oh, I told you they're going to make bets. I told you this dude right here, he was on the highways and hedges. He was prophesying, saying that y'all are the children of Israel. Well, where's your God at now? You just took the MOTB. So according to what you believe in, you're going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fires. They're going to mock you. You're going to be made in derision. Okay? Trodden underfoot because you're going to be destroyed. And then after they do it, they might not even feed you. Okay? For there shall be in every place, because not everyone's going to have to get locked up to take it. A lot of y'all are going to take it willingly. A lot of y'all are going to take it forcefully, but it's going to be mandatory. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Yeah, great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. I fear the Lord. Okay? So guess what? This is talking about me, okay? It says a violent uprising against an authority or government. Yeah, it's going to be a violent uprising against the men who are bringing out the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay? But it's all by design. Okay? They shall be like madmen, spare none. Talking about the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. He's going to be like a madman in the last days because he knows he got a short time left to kill you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Why? Because he hates you. Why? Because you're the children of Israel. So what does that mean for him? You took his blessing. Genesis, the 25th chapter. He don't hate you because you're Latino with a flag in your hand or because you work hard. He don't hate you because of that. He hates you because he knows who you are. You don't know who you are. Okay? So you're going to be destroyed. Upon those that fear the Lord, they shall be like madmen, sparing none. You ain't, oh, please don't shoot. Please, no. No. Boom, boom, boom. See you the fuck later. Executive Order 666. You're going to get put to death. You ever seen the movie Star Wars when they had the Order 66 to go get the Jedis? That's what's gonna happen. There was an executive order by that damn devil to go kill all the Jedis. That's why Obi-Wan Kenobi left. He tried to hide. And he was the elect, man. Okay? But still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. So people are going to be spoiled, destroyed, because they fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. So you ain't going to be, you're not going to be comfortable here, man. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Then shall they know who are the Lord's chosen when this affliction comes. Because in order to get through all of this, man, the Lord has to be dealing with you. That's how much tribulation's coming. Hear, O ye, my beloved, talking about the elect, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand. Jacob's trouble. They're at hand. They're now. It's happening now. How do we know that? Through the Bible, man. Through the Bible. Okay. What's that? Luke 21. Let me grab that. This is the beginning of Luke 21. And is it 24? I think it's 24. Luke 24. And it might be 21. Let me just put in armies. Let me put in armies. I know it's Luke. Yeah, it is Luke 21. Luke 21 and 20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Nigh means near. When you start seeing armies, Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, okay? And Jerusalem are the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They are here in America. When you start to see them being compassed about with armies, literal armies, okay, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Jacob's trouble is nigh, okay? This is how we know, because we understand the scriptures, all right? This is why we're warning you, so we can clean off a multitude of our sins, okay? Provoking you to good works, provoking you to come back to the Lord, provoking you to the truth, but you reject the truth. As a matter of fact, let me grab this too. Let's grab it all. Jeremiah 4. And in 21, how long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? Yeah, like, how long are you going to hear what we're telling you? For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. Let's look at this word. Sottish. I think sottish means stupid. Okay. I think that's what it means. A fool. Okay. And it gives you some precepts here, man. And who Ecclesiastes 2:19, and who knoweth whether he shall be a wise man or a fool? Yet shall he have rule over all my labor wherein I have labor. So it just means a fool. This is a good one. Ecclesiastes 7:17. Be not overmuch wicked, neither be thou foolish. Why shouldest thou die before thy time? Yet don't be over wicked, man. You know you're in the body, but repenting is you just be less wicked, man. Come serve the Lord. Don't be sottish. Don't be a fool. Don't get yourself put to death out here following these stupid whores laden with iniquity because they want to set. I think the one who set up the protests in LA, she was like a teenager, man. Okay. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. Okay, you have none understanding, which means you're like a beast. A beast only operates within its five senses. You don't have any knowledge of the Lord, which is understanding. So you lack that. So just like you were born, scriptures call it a brute beast made to be taken and destroyed. That's what you were created for, to do exactly what you're doing, going on the highways, doing all the stupid shit so you can get put to death. That's the Lord created you to do that. They are wise to do evil. You're wise to get together. You got Argentina, you got Mexico, you got El Salvador. Y'all wise to get together and protest, but you ain't wise enough to understand who you are according to the scriptures. Silly. You're wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. And guess what? To do good, you have no knowledge. That's why you're going to die, according to Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. The law of thy God is the law, statutes, and commandments. I will also forget thy children. So it's not just about you. It's your family. You're not your whole hedge. He's going to destroy all of you. This is not the wilderness where it is the wilderness, and he's going to kill you. You the same spirits that were complaining about the cucumbers back then. Let's see what you said about the cucumbers. You're going to be complaining about these cucumbers too, because there's going to be a famine. Numbers 11:5. We remember the fish. That's what you're going to be thinking about. Yeah, man, the fish. Oh my God, I forgot the fish y'all like to eat, which we did eat in Egypt freely. And that Egypt, modern day Egypt, is America. Egypt is synonymous with the house of bondage, according to Exodus 20:2. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are here again together, because when you read the Bible after the death of King Solomon, what happened? The Assyrians took down the northern kingdom, but Judah, which is the southern kingdom, was still there. Y'all came over here to America. So y'all were the first ones here. So we understand. We get it. That's all your land. Everything you're doing is right. You're right. You've been conquered. You've been taken over. The so-called white man slaughtered, raped, robbed, and murdered. We all know that. Everyone knows that. But why did he do it? You think if there's a God, why would he allow a troop to overtake you? You didn't hear the stories of King David, how he beat all of his enemies? Because the Lord liked him. He liked his mindset. He don't like Jeroboam. He was wicked. He set up a calf in Bethel and a calf in Dan. Who was worshiping the calf when they came out of Egypt? Us, the Israelites. Okay? Idolatry. The cucumbers and the melons. And you know y'all are known to love melons. That's what y'all going to be complaining about. And the leeks and the onions and the garlic. Stupid shit, okay? That's what you're going to be complaining about in these last days, man. Cucumbers and melons, you're done.
On board with us were stopped a mile out.
Oh, okay. He's gonna inspect bags now too. Okay, we're clear to get back in.
Only to hit another checkpoint. Approaching the main gate, our cell signals vanish.
They want to do a full search.
Yep. Keycon. Del terrorismo. Terrorismo. You're terrorists, man. You know, he's showing you all the MS-13. Well, that's what they're saying. That's what they're calling y'all. You're not even supposed to have tattoos. You want to break the laws of Yahweh Bashim Shai? Guess what? This is where you're going.
On us before we enter.
Marco Rubio, this is where he went and checked it. He walked through here, just like this man is doing. He walked through there. He said, let me see what we got for these so-called Esau. Let me see what we got for these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. C-Code. Centro de Confrontamiento del Terrorismo.
SECOT's director, Belarmino Garcia, greets us and takes us through a rigorous security check.
Wedding ring. So this is like airport security on steroids.
Hold on. Y'all look like the terrorists. What the fuck you got on these, I think the balaclava or something like that, man?
Anything that we're carrying with us. Móvil aquí, teléfono. Okay. Anything we're carrying with us has to go there. And then there's a body scan that continues on the other side. Okay. Shoes off. This one back on.
Hope you're paying attention, man. Most of the people, when you see them in there, they're in their boxers. That's it.
Gracias.
Once cleared, we toured the vast campus, starting with the armory.
That look like a damn, who knows what the fuck that is, man.
He says they have to constantly remind themselves that they're dealing with essentially the worst of the worst, and for that reason, they need to be ready for whatever risks they might face. It's been equated to 7 football stadiums. It's almost multiple prisons within the prison. You can see off to the distance, there's 3 different rings as they describe. The far end, you have one that's 9 meters high of concrete, and then above that, 3 meters of electrified fencing.
15,000 volts.
15,000 volts.
More than 1,000 security personnel, guards, police, and military are stationed on site. Inmates are assigned to one of 8 sectors.
The director tells me the inmates, once they're inside one of these sectors, they never leave. Everything is done within, including doctors, as well as legal visits or court hearings.
Each sector holds more than 24 large cells.
Roughly 80 inmates per cell, but it can fluctuate.
Most bear the markings of the gangs that held this nation hostage for decades, committing brutal acts of violence.
You gotta kill people, you gotta rob, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
You have to do those things.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
And if you didn't do those things, you wouldn't.
And some of these people are over your border, man. This is why you wanna see the whole matter, like we read in Ecclesiastes 11, before you protest, man. Who are they going after? Do you even know? Are you just following the news and just run? That's what the news is for, man. To get you to react a certain way, to get you out of your house and with your kids on the highways, and so something can happen to you, so they can even accuse you even more.
You want to be a gangbanger?
We meet 41-year-old Marvin Vasquez, shackled and
41, looks like he's fucking 25.
Heavily guarded.
What gang were you part of?
MS-13.
And do you have any gang affiliations?
Yeah, I'm tattooed up.
What is this?
Crazy criminal. Say crazy criminals. Yeah, I made this click in.
And y'all motherfuckers are all over LA. The Lord's not playing with y'all, man. And these motherfuckers are satanic as fuck, man. We heard some of your stories, man. What they be doing with kids. They be sacrificing to Satan, man.
In 2011.
You made the click.
Yeah.
You were a gang leader.
Yeah.
What is it like to live here?
It's probably not a hotel 5-star, but they give you the 3 times the food. They give you some programs. You go to do exercise.
Ejercicio nosotros lo podemos repetir siempre.
Some church or religion programs too.
But that's limited to just 30 minutes a day. The other 23 and a half hours, they're kept inside and locked up.
For inmates who get violent with other prisoners or guards,
we're going to close the door. I just want to get a sense of... Wow.
Solitary confinement awaits.
Hey, be thou faithful unto death, man. It's probably cold in there, man. I'm telling you. Let me grab a couple more precepts. I'm going to end this. Okay. Ecclesiastes. I didn't even mean to go this far, but, I hope the point was made, man. Ecclesiastes, where are you? So like Ecclesiastes 5. This is for you protesters, man. If thou seest the oppression of the poor and violent perverting of judgment and justice in the province, marvel not at the matter, for he that is higher than the highest regardeth, and there be higher than they. So Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he sees all that's going on, okay? But you don't want to be following these people. The scriptures tell you, follow not a multitude to do evil, man. All right? You're in captivity. What are you going to do, man? You got to seek the Lord. You got to be crying out to the Lord, not try to seek your own righteousness, man. It's too late for that. The end is here. The prophecies are going to be fulfilled, and you're still in the mindset of confusion. Babylon, man. Okay? But I'm going to end it right here. Lord's will, this was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Shalom.